Hi, this is your girl Gigi, and I'm back with another topic, and it is about black women that cannot find a single black man that is successful, because it's kind of like they coexist, and black men that are completely opposed to dating black women. I know, that's a long topic, but the reason why I decided to do this is because I was looking at a lot of vloggers yesterday, and there was a lot of black males that are completely opposed to dating black women because they say we lack the ability of being ladylike. We lack a feminine trait. And there was also different races of men that were commenting underneath the vloggers that were saying the same thing, that they would not ever date a black American woman because the lack of a feminine trait. And I'm definitely going to say to the ladies, it's not hard to find a black, successful, intelligent, and attractive black man. Me, myself, I'm married, and I've been married for a few years. And me and my husband, we share the same profession. We're military. But one thing's for certain, I've never taken the criteria of being intelligent off of my list when it came down to dating. Any man that I dated had to be intelligent enough to carry on a conversation other than love and hip-hop. So obviously that was something that I wanted, and I knew that it was something that I wanted a man to possess before I even decided to date him. But we both had a strong foundation, and we also had a compatibility when it came down to our profession, and that we were more settled than we were all over the place. So we did not come to the table with a lot of bags. He had one bag, I had another bag, and it was just pretty much our children on the outside of our marriage. So I don't consider our kids as bags. So, I mean, some people do, and we definitely don't. But anyway, I do see a lot of the times, even within my own family, and of course I'm black, but even within my own family, I do see a lack of femininity and also, you know, being ladylike. And in my opinion, it's kind of sad, you know, to see a lot of women, a lot of black women downplaying and degrading the black man. You know, the black man that you say you want, or you say you need, or whatever the case may be, but you don't want to be supportive, or you want to wear the pants in the relationship and you don't necessarily want to wear the skirt. So you want to come home and you want to control home, and you want to control work, and you want to control the kids, but then you're looking for a man. That's kind of like pulling his masculine side out of him and asking him to simper down and become a woman. So firsthand, you have to decide what you really want. Do you want to become single, or do you want a man in your life? Because a man needs his pride, and he also needs his manhood and his masculine. So imagine if you came home and your man is all of a sudden doing all of your wifely duties. You know, even though someone would say, oh, that's so perfectly fine, but to be honest with you, that would really take away from you being a woman. And there is a big difference from being just a woman, because a woman is just expressing that you have a vagina, from being a woman to being a lady. I see a lot of the times different races supporting their men, being beside their men. And when I'm speaking on different races, I'm speaking on Vietnamese, Chinese, you know, Indian, Puerto Rican, whatever the case, white, whatever the case may be, different races that come out to different functions that I go to, and they are very supportive over their men. And I don't see a lot of that within the black community. I don't see, you know, a lot of black women, and I'm not trying to downgrade or downplay us whatsoever, but I just don't see a lot of us uplifting our men. We want so much from our relationship, but we are willing to give so little. And the only thing that men really want is not necessarily innocence, as if you are a virgin, but they just want something more suitable and more tamed and more ladylike and more, you know, just more feminine. A man wants something close to innocence. Even if you're not a virgin, he wants something that is dainty. He wants something that is soft to the touch. That is the reason why we are women. With our hearts, we are supposed to be softer. That is what separates us from feminine and the masculine. And we should never want to be masculine when it comes down to our men. That is what they are for. So, you know, like I said, I'm not trying to discredit our people. Definitely not. I'm not trying to discredit black American women, but we do have a sense of being distasteful when it comes down to our public actions, and it comes down to talking to our men like they are children, because a lot of black women do that. And I'm probably going to piss off a lot of black women, but let it be. A lot of black women that I see in public, instead of saving the argument for home, you rather carry it out in public. And that really puts shame not upon just yourself, but upon your man and your children, if you have any. And especially, it's embarrassing. Why would you want to argue with your man in public? That just shows that you have a lack of self-control. You really do. So, you know, I definitely don't think it's a hair thing or makeup thing or eyelash thing, because all women want to feel and look beautiful, and whatever you choose to adhere to your face or to your head is definitely your business. I just really feel like it's more or less of a feminine and a softer side, and us as black women do need to find that softer side when it comes down to approaching our men, instead of getting upset and, you know, speaking so loudly and speaking so harshly and calling them out of their names or whatever the case may be. How about we approach the situation on a softer tone? And if it's something that becomes explosive in a big argument, just step away. Be the bigger person, be the woman, and set your household to the point where it is humble. That is pretty much my job in my house. My man sets the tone, and I humble the household. So if he comes home upset, it is my duty as a wife to humble the household. And I'm not saying everybody's household is supposed to be this way, but that's just how I was raised. I was raised by my father, and my father had his role, and then my mom had hers. So, you know, and I'm not trying to take it back to 1920 something, but to be honest with you, the household was ran, and those marriages outlive any marriage that is 2014 and thus far. So really just, you know, become more feminine, become more softer. Women are supposed to be like flowers. You know, we're supposed to be soft and delicate, and the man is supposed to be harsh. Therefore, that's what gives him the title of being a man. So why would you want to become anything that's close to what he is? Just become much more softer with your approach and how you speak to and how you approach your man about certain situations, and how you approach him when he gets off work. You know, certain situations can definitely be ignored, and definitely don't have to be a screaming match over it. You know, just decide to be a little bit more dainty. And of course, you know, hopefully this will gravitate our black men to come back to us, you know, not being so loud and so boisterous, you know, but actually calming ourselves and being more ladylike. So thank you for tuning in. If you have any comments to leave below, or I mean, even if it's negative, leave your comments below. If you have any questions, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever, go ahead and leave it below. And thank you for tuning in. Like I said, this is my opinionated fact. It's definitely not for you to run with and say this is totally, you know, bizarre, whatever the case may be. But this is just my opinionated fact. In my mind, it's a fact. In your mind, it's an opinion. So thank you, and you guys be safe. Bye.